that once the election don't finish now, God forbid one of them win them, all of them start working together all over again. Both of them must be voted out for you and I to have a better Nigeria. Thank you very much, my people, for your time with us. I appreciate you all. Like you can see right there on screen, we have 11 days, 15 hours, 25 minutes to go. Okay. We need to start now. I guess you will not see the title. The titles, in fact, what we have for you today is very, very intricate. Very, very intricate. Is I don't know. Oh, a shocking story. Let me put it like that. Maybe I for put breaking news. I'll say breaking news for all the titles. Maybe that one for better person. Because all a shocking story. Oh, but we're gonna start from one. As you can see right there, let me put this on the screen. You can see that one there. Let me take it one by one. You can see FFK detained by DSS. This morning, and I had a bundle them in the day with them since morning. We're going to be talking about that. Oshomole and Comrade Tony Kabaka caught on the video. Although it was Oshomole that was talking on that particular video, not Tony Kabaka. But on social media, Tony Kabaka's name is circulating every single platforms, everywhere. I'm going to be focusing more on Oshomole today, according to the person we talk on that video. Oshomole is inciting violence towards all obedience in Edo State. He said we must intimidate them to stop them. Because as you all know that Peter Obi is a big threat. He's a big threat. Okay, let's move on. Wike accused of violence against others. We're going to be taking on that. INEC further exposed of possible planned ringing. Although they will not accept this, we're going to be playing that. Remember, we work with third parties, so don't hold us for anything we say here. We'll show you where we get that from. Don't worry. Oba of Lagos refused to see Mr. Peter Obi. That one, it shocked us. It shocked us. Now, hear the reason why. We're also going to be taking on that. And the most beautiful news amongst all this is that we are having the Labour Party, one of the chieftains on this platform tomorrow. We're going to be talking more about that. So, and I know so first to talk on that day now, about 3 of them don't come here already, right? I'll be 2 or 3. Yeah, 3. Because Dr. Aruna is also a member of a campaign team with them. So we're having another one tomorrow. Yes, I'm not supposed to rejoice now. They're happy for that now, right? Okay, meanwhile, let me quickly start acknowledging you guys here. If not, that comment section goes so full now. All right. On the comment section, please share, my people. Share. Like and share. Let me see the likes self. The likes is 40. We already have 300 people watching us across. The likes is 40. Please, can you hit on the like button and help us to share this broadcast, please? As I acknowledge the people on the comment section, mother of all, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks very much for joining us. I can see Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Thanks for joining us. George Blue Share, I can see you. June Nobaseki, I can see you. Good evening, my people. Please make one the share, make one the like, I beg. My brother, I don't like watch. Thanks very much for joining us. Good evening to you, and thanks for the super chat. God bless you. I can see Julian Salami. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. I can see George Blue Shell. Thanks for the super chat as well. May God bless you. I really do appreciate this. Promise Idobuze is right there with us. Murphy Ray is with us. Osa Francis is with us. Good evening, my people. I appreciate you all. Edith Johnson, I can see you. Ezewan Go, I can see you. Lucky Yamo, I can see you. Good evening. Peter Okonkwo, thanks very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Oros Ehohai, I can see you right there. Rosalie Amori, I can see you. Thank you very much, my people. I bet me can help me to share them as I mention our names. Iris Finance, good evening to you. Thanks very much, madam, for joining us. Can see Valentine. Shidi Bere. Thanks very much for joining us. Good evening, my good people. Please help us to share, like, share, like, share, like. Let us hit more visibility so we can do this together. Then I have more people right there with us. Asa Bossa, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Appreciate every one of you. Idaosa Desmond, thanks for joining us. Azi Abo, I see you right there. God sent. I see you. Good evening, my good people. I better continue to share and like, share and like, share and like. Rosie Hirsch, I see you right there. Thanks for joining us. Verog, I can see you. Thanks very much for joining us. And God bless every one of you. Larry Obi, Ngozi KJ. See you all. I see you all. And God bless you. Now, Ephrata Catfish Farm, Nigeria. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. My people, make una share and make una share and like, share. Because we have a very important topic to talk about today. I have Alice or Nofeta. Good evening to you, Mark Rabo. Good evening to you. God will bless you now, my people. Essay of Yahon, I see you right there. Eddie Jonesy, now God will bless all of us. Once again, thank you, every one of you right there. Check Obedience, thanks for joining us. Joy Sunobu, good evening to every one of you, my good people. Faith Unlimited, Iman Jonesy, thank you, my people. Kasi Chukwe Emeka Kamara, thanks for joining us. Evisodaro, thanks for joining us. Good evening, my people. I appreciate you all. Willie, I can see you right there. Thanks for joining us. Willie, that your name, they fear me. Oh. All right. It's good to have you here. Emergency, thanks for joining us. Good evening. Doris Audio, I can see you. Good evening to you, madam. Thank you very much, my people. Rosemary, thank you very much. God bless all of you. God bless all of you. Yes. I guess say we all hit them down. Vincent, Umea Koli, thanks for joining us. Thank you very much, my people. Now, James, just joining us right now. And God will bless you now. Okay, in case I didn't mention your name, is not intentional. Now, this gon go wipe for eye. So now wait till if you see that I talk. Sometimes see this gon go. Now they see satanic APC and PDP. See the way God don't punish Oshomole now. You don't know, say I dey tell these people say your people will not take the walk. Those people who not take the walk, where they follow now, where they say, sir, my chair, my leader, they are all obedient. My people, Isa Oshomole living room, person record, waiting they talk, he post on for social media. Who be, the person who he be, now obedient or APC. It's simple now. It's simple. You guys just need to be careful. Maybe not gonna be like say these people rasaku overnight because all your workers, I can bet you 90% of your workers are obedient. But the funny part with them is the guy will post this video, will record the video, because to show his face. That one don't die. In fact, he don't die in advance. The beat where they go beat him. Okay, now wow. All right. Now so the beat shark. My mama tell me say the day where God want to expose you, no matter how you go plan reach, God go expose you. In fact, the day where God they expose you, now that day you the plan pass. You know, on those armed robber where they go bang, go they rob everything, of course they catch them. You know, now that day the plan reach, now the plan pass. I mean, change their plate number, do this, do that, use mask, use everything. They'll still catch them. You know, I see so that they see juju for some of their body. They plan where even their juju man started, they say nothing they happen. That's why they be. May God continue to expose anyone that is in our lives wearing mask to pretend they are for us in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. It's my prayer. I not be pastor, but we'll never know. Nobody know when the power they our tongue. That's why I prefer to use my tongue for positivism rather than using it for negativism. You don't know when you have the power in your tongue. Anybody that is wearing mask and they're in your life, pretending they love you, they like you, may God continue to expose them. In fact, may God continue to give them public disgrace. The very day where they plan pass, that day may God continue to give them public disgrace. Anybody. Say amen to them. If you know, say you want to make the prayer reach your side, you know, say if now your pastor talk, I just then you say amen. Because say me not be pastor, now you know, you forget, say the same power where they with your pastor now you get. We don't want to go there. It dey inside Bible. Although I not can remember the verse, but it dey inside Bible. The same power where your pastor get, you get them. Just get belief and faith, make you talk and it don't work. The person wey record Oshomole, Tony Kabaka and all of, in fact, now Tony Kabaka face in your put for inside where we say. He can't put your own face, join them. And in mission before, hey God, oh God, I know so you be obedient, but you they eat there, they eat here. That may God punish you so. God punish you. You don't know, say the time you want to take on the camera, may you offer. You can't show yourself. And you can't still post that. Huh? Now, wow. In fact, make we call Buhari for this one. Because Buhari need to hear what they happen. So he need to hear because the matter be as he get.
Buhari, 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 Buhari. Say it again, Buhari, 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 Buhari. Say it again, Buhari.
Because we need to call Buhari for this matter. Because the matter be as it gets. The matter get killed. I got to punish them. So my advice to all any of una way be APC for Edo State. You know, say nothing lasts forever. Before I go play the video, I want to say this. Nothing lasts forever. Whoever you are. If na me be you, just go vote. Tell your people where they go vote for the party where you believe on. If na APC, maybe they go vote for them, no problem. But say you want incite violence. Nothing lasts forever. May not come be saying at your last day on earth. Now you want by yourself activate. So, to be honest, nothing lasts forever. Remember, so Shomole not they go do this violence when they incite. So, you not go enter street, but in the use now. You don't pay 10 million, 50 million, 100 million for your account. You the carry body, you be odogu, abi. Remember, nothing lasts forever. That's why I talk and reach. That's why I talk and reach. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. I beg. Okay, now why you we fele? Well, I say when I like that a way fele or a me fele, when I like us too much, eh? Okay. More quickly before we go.
Some people are going against the CBN rules. Government, when me fail, government, CBN governor give us the rules that we should go with, that we should abide with. Governor even said, you know why some people are going against the CBN rules. Government, when me fail, government, CBN governor give us the rules that we should go with, that we should abide with. Governor even said,
Oh my God. I wish that Oshomole they call this time now because now Oshomole matter what talk. God, they say we're failing. My God. All right, but people, use the link to join us. The link has been reposted again. We have 622 people watching us across right now. Please. And we never even start. I be like say people they wait for this news. Now plenty. I bet make una press the like. Make una press the like. Press them now. Press the like. Yes, the thumbs up. Press them. And God bless you now. Okay, I would like us to start from somewhere. before we go to the Shomole own, I would like to take on this story. It's a very, very pathetic story. A mother that lost a daughter in school in Lagos. In a school, kill him. I did die. At this particular moment, we are not too sure about it. Remember, I said this kind of thing happened before. One young boy that time where they still beat, whether they give him points or whatever for school, he did hosted. You see, the reason why we have repeated situations like this in Nigeria, because our government don't take things serious. They don't take things serious. When it happens, even some of the parents that supposed to protest against things like this. But do you know what most of the parents they do? If it happened to Mr. A Pikin, the other parents will say, "Thank God, do not be my Pikin," right? Instead of them joining together, protest about it, make sure we find results, answer to it. Thank God. Now it don't happen to another one again. So who know what other parents are currently saying now? Are they also thanking God now? Or they are planning to take action against it? Very sad. Let's listen to this, my people. Please share and like.
Trending with this heart-wrenching story emanating from Chrisland School in Lagos, Nigeria, involving the death of a 12-year-old student identified as Whitney Adedinro, who slumped during the school's inter-house sports program, which has sparked outrage across social media in Nigeria. On Sunday, the school management released a press statement confirming that Whitney was one of their day students who opted not to participate in the inter-house program for reasons unknown to them, but cited a case on January 20th, 2023, where she complained about her health. While Whitney's parents have debunked the claim, stating that their daughter has been in good health. Whitney's mother took to social media to narrate her ordeal.
I'm looking for Whitney. Adeniran. The boy said, a girl just fainted here. But they have taken her, the school bus has taken her to the hospital. I said, a girl fainted. Oh, may God give her quick recovery. Why did she faint now? Anyway, I'm looking for Whitney Adeniran. She's my daughter. The boy said, the girl that fell, her name is Whitney. I heard them calling Whitney when they were pouring her water. I said, Jesus. But it's not my own child. My daughter's name is Whitney Adeniran. And I brought her to my phone. The boy said, I don't know her surname, but I know her name is Whitney. I brought her to my phone and I showed the boy her picture. And he said, this is the girl that fell. I said, what? What happened to her? Why would my child fall? She hasn't done anything strenuous. She wasn't sick. She hasn't done any activity. What is going on? Why would my child faint? A man was there. The man said, Madam, ibilo durosi, oshubu, eminimodo misilara. Meaning she was standing here. She fell. I poured water on her. I said, who took her? He said, school bus. No ambulance, no doctor, no nurse, no medical personnel, nobody. There was no emergency provision on ground in a place where you have about 500 students. I saw the woman that went with her, the staff that went with her. I said, Madam, where is my child? What happened? Why did she faint? She said, I don't know. She's in there. I went in there and I saw my daughter's corpse. The Sola did not say anything to me. I went in there and I met my daughter on her deathbed. She was already dead when I got there and I saw her. All this happened in less than 10 minutes. She was already dead. She was drenched, soaked to the skin. Water was dripping. I knelt down. I called on God. I shouted. I screamed. I felt her pulse. No pulse. I put my hand on her chest. It was deathly silent. My daughter was silent. I asked the doctor there. He said, Doctor, what happened to my daughter? The woman looked at me and said, Madam, from the way I'm saying things, is like cardiac arrest. I said, cardiac what? Whitney was 12. She was 12 October 30th last year, 2022. How does a 12-year-old have a cardiac arrest? no pre-existing medical condition, no pre-existing heart condition. She was hale and healthy. She was not sick in any form. If she was sick, I would never allow her leave the house. If she was sick, if she had even minor headache, I would never allow her leave the house. If she was sick, I'd have taken her to that school myself. But she was not sick. She was looking forward to the inter-house sport. Why was she not there? Why did my daughter die? Please tell me what happened to my child. They are not saying anything to me. Oh. They are saying, oh, she slumped. Oh, she slumped. Oh, she slumped. How? How? Parents are calling me, oh, Mom Whitney, we sympathize with you. Somebody said, oh, I learned from the school authorities she was a sickly child. I said, my child sickly? My own child sickly? That is not true. I'm not an irresponsible woman. I'm not an irresponsible parent. Me and my husband, we place our children as priority. If my child complained of even a slight headache, she would never have gone to that school that day. She would not have gone. I would take her to the hospital immediately. Melo money, how many I get? How many I get? So I go take one, they play. How many? Chris stand up to this moment is not telling me anything. You're telling me, Kadara, go and bury her. Kadara, how do I accept Kadara that my first fruit, my 12-year-old, is late, is dead, out of carelessness? There was no ambulance. There was no medical doctor on ground. There was no trained personnel. Why was she drenched in water? Who poured water on her? What happened? Nobody is telling me anything. They're protecting their school integrity. I'm seeing some comments that is breaking my heart, but I will not curse you. I will pray for you, and I will say, the pain I'm going through, may you never experience it. This pain I'm going through, may you never. I don't have an enemy in this world, but I will not wish on my worst enemy. I pray no mother has to go through what I'm going through. IG police, if you are a father, come to my rescue. Lawsuit, my daughter's body is in your mortuary. Chrisland, what happened to Desola Adeniran? You people will answer me, no matter what it takes. If it takes my last blood, you will answer me. You will tell me what happened to my daughter. If it is the last night before I die, you will tell me what happened to Desola. You will tell me what happened to my daughter. All this your story of she slumped is a lie. I don't agree.
This is so sad. Our heart goes out to Whitney's parents. May her soul rest in peace. We believe the Lagos State government has ordered the closure of Chrisland School in Okpebi. Well, we have our correspondent, Oba Adeyu, on site to give us updates on what's happening at this moment. Oba, can you please bring us up to speed?
We got here this morning and we met some members of the deceased family at the gate of the school, agitated. And the information we got from them is that the closure of the school by the Lagos State government has not taken any effect. We're told that some activities are still taking place within the school. And obviously they are angry. They will not allow anybody to come out from the school premises or gain access into the school premises. You can see some of them are still at the gate right behind me, while some of them are still scattered around there, expressing their anger with the school authorities for the way they handled the matter, and of course, their reaction to the Lagos State government directive that the school be shut. So we are still here this morning, and of course, everybody within the neighborhood, are out. They are out, watching what is happening at the school premises. But the guards at the school gate, will not bog to the agitation of their aggrieved family members. But we are still here, keeping the tab on development as they occur from this part of the state.
Well, let's get something straight. Are there students in school today after the Ministry of Education had said that the school had been temporarily closed? Because if you say some activity is still going on, is it that classes are going on, teachers are there, and have you been able to talk to anybody in the school? Maybe the head teacher, maybe the school principal?
Nobody will allow us to enter into the school premises, but we can, hear sound of activities taking place within the school premises. I cannot independently confirm if there are lesson sessions going on there, but I can tell you that there are people within the school premises. There are activities going on within the school premises. Although some of the family members told us that some students, some pupils, are in the school taking lessons as against the directive of the state government. I have one of those agitated family members here. She's the sister to the mother of the deceased. Let me just have a word or two with her. What's your name, madam?
My name is Constance.
Constance what?
Constance.
Are you related with the...
I'm related to the wife.
How?
She's my sister.
Okay. So you told me earlier before I came before the camera that there are students within the school premises.
Yes,
did you see them?
I saw them. There are students inside the school. Parents are coming to drop their children and parents are going out. Activities are ongoing already in this school. Even if the parent the state government never asked them to shut down, couldn't they have shut down for courtesy purpose or whatever? Have they not been patriotic?
What are they telling you? Because I met you at the gate.
They told us that the school is having some meeting with the Ministry of Education. And I doubt if that is true because there is no how Ministry of Education will walk into that school to have a meeting without his or her entourage.
Okay, so you are telling us now there are pupils inside. Do you see them?
Pupils inside. Yes, I saw the pupils. If you can go, their windows, the school windows, classroom windows are open and classes are ongoing.
All right, thank you, Constance. I'll get back to you. So that's information we got from some family members of the deceased that we met here this morning. And I can also tell you that I saw a couple of cars wanting to enter into the premises. But of course, those family members will not allow them entrance into the premises.
But I can see a police vehicle, a police van just behind you. Is that an escort vehicle or is there to enforce the directive of the State Ministry of Education? You have any idea what that police vehicle is doing there?
We've not seen much of the policemen here. I just saw their vehicles there and a couple of them, standing by, maybe to, be on standby for a possible breakdown of law and order in this environment. But since I came here this morning, I've not seen much of them. They are standing by very close to their vehicles and they are staying calm, watching activities. Even when the family members of the deceased are agitated and trying, to stop vehicles, turning vehicles back, who wanted to come into the school premises, the policemen remain calm in their vehicles. They remain calm, very close to their vehicles. So not much of activities are coming from the policemen this morning.
Well, all right. Well, thank you very much, Oba, for bringing us up to speed. We're going to stay on the story. Thank you so much indeed. Well, Dr. Abati, over to you. I mean, Chrisland School is back in the news again. Last year, I believe there was some controversy involving one of their schools where, a student was filmed, engaging with some immoral activities in Dubai. A lot of people are outraged. I mean, listening to Oba saying that, activities are ongoing in the school is quite frustrating, Dr. Abati.
Well, I think it's important. First, we commiserate with the affected family, the Adeniran family. You could see the pain, the anguish, the agony of a mother. And I'm sure everyone, whether you're a parent or not, can relate to that. I mean, to lose a child is not anything that anybody prays for. But it's good that the state government has intervened to say we're closing down the school temporarily and that they will do an investigation. And in the course of the investigation, the state government was very clear that where there has been any wrongdoing, the due course of the law would apply. But this time around, I think the school also responded swiftly without necessarily dramatizing the incident. The teachers themselves being parents. I'm aware that they contacted every parent who has a child in Chrisland School, whether in the Okpebe School or in any of their branches, to try to explain what happened. Now, the parents are alleging negligence. The school is saying that the young lady had been ill before, that she did not take part in the march past, that in fact she was not involved in any strenuous activity. And at the Agege Stadium, she was accompanied by her mother. Many of these schools, they do their inter-house sports at a chosen location, and parents usually accompany the children. And, the school also says, they've been interfacing with the family, as they have been doing with other, parents, because, they think caused a general panic, of course, among parents. But I think it's a good thing that the state government is going to investigate and get to the root of the matter. And it would be nice if there could be an autopsy to find out.
She had passed on. However, the only thing I'd like to spotlight is the importance of health and safety and first aid procedures, especially in organizations or settings where you have the responsibility for young people or vulnerable people, as was in the case of this inter-house sport at Agege Stadium. Initial reports indicate, and the school also alluded to the fact that when she slumped, there was no one on site to attend to her. What happened was that water was poured on her. In fact, her mom said that when she got to the hospital, where she was confirmed dead on arrival by well, it wasn't a hospital, they said it was a clinic, because that was the closest
immunization center or something like that.
The mom said immunization center, the school said clinic, but it was not a hospital. What they were trying to do was to get her to something that looked like a health service to give her first aid. We shouldn't have to do that. Where you have young people, the mom said they had about 500 students and about 100 parents from the mom's account on ground at Agege Stadium. There ought to have been an emergency response protocol for that. These are young children we're talking about. So before the results come up, we need to begin to talk about, we've talked about this so many times, but where children are involved, we must make health and safety priority.
Absolutely.
So who was the responsible person there? These are some of the questions that Chrisland has to begin to answer even before the full report comes out.
Absolutely. Rufai.
I commiserate with the parents. It's so hard to lose anybody. But sadly, I'll say it will happen again. Because we don't learn. What will probably happen is when the investigation comes out, we'll see it by ourselves. It'll be tossed out. We'll talk about it. When the media gets tired, we'll move on. And why this repeats itself is because we have a culture of inefficiency, and culture will eat strategy for breakfast. Haven't we stopped talking about Sylvester Romani's case now? Is it not the same measure? The schools were closed. When the schools were closed in Sylvester Romani's case, didn't we hear stories about how these people tried to open up the schools until a protest happened in front of the school? One thing we'll just say is this: culture will eat strategy for breakfast. For the fact that there was no ambulance on site and doctors that could give emergency care speaks volumes of our system in this country.
Absolutely.
And especially with these private school operators, which when you extrapolate is as a result of even the failure of government and those that regulate them in the first place. So we see this thing one too many. And in the end, do people really get justice? Probably they would drag on the case. But I think it's part of the law. So an autopsy will be done if you die in some circumstances, according to the Lagos coroner law. An autopsy has to be done. Secondly, I think the FCCPC, Federal Bureau of Competition, should be dragged into this. I think they should make a formal request
Absolutely.
to Mr. Babatunde, Dr. Babatunde Rukera as regards this. And let's see how we can pursue this. But with the long arm of the law, these things just stretch. And do people really get justice? That's a sad reality. I know it's not a direct circumstance, but the case of Chef Pedro Goma is still on.
All right.
So these are the things we're talking about in our society. Culture will eat strategy for breakfast. I'm sad to say, Audrey, we'll still come back here and talk about something like this again. I just pray it's not soon enough.
Well, again.
All right. This is so heartbreaking, to be honest. I watched it yesterday. I was dumbfounded because this is the third time this is happening right now in the space of 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. One of it was, I don't know how to explain this. I have just two persons on air right now. I want us to quickly talk about it if I move to another topic. Mr. Henry Gabriel, good evening to you, sir. Please, I want us to talk on this in 5 minutes, please.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Avi. Good evening, Najawa. Good evening, everybody. First of all, may this little girl so rest in peace.
Amen.
Becoming so alarming that Nigeria is becoming like they are lost in their value as human. Not even remorse, not even feelings that somebody died. They take it as business as usual. The state government is supposed to do something fast. The commissioner of police should do something fast. Investigation have to take place fast. The school have to be locked down to find out what lead to this young lady's death. They just take it as business as usual. I don't understand what is going on. Just like last time, one other boy died too, from the parents from Delta State. He died now. The case, nobody know about the case now again. The same school. Something's going on there. We don't feel like as human beings as we used to feel those days. When somebody sick, we feel it. When somebody is really sick, we feel it. Somebody died, we feel it. We don't feel it these days. What is wrong with us? Those the so-called proprietor and the teachers, all of them, they don't have kids, they don't have feelings, they don't come together and say, let's close this thing for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so the police will come and investigate what lead to this young lady's death. No, nobody have this thinking, nobody have these feelings, nobody have this thing in their mind to do something. I don't know what is happening to us. Every time things like this happen, I think this is Lagos too, now.
Yeah, Lagos, yeah.
Okay, what is the statement from the governor that state? What is the statement for the commissioner of police? Have you ever had a statement from them? No.
Yeah, but they said they have temporarily closed the school, but somebody just confirmed now that the activities still going on there.
Going on. People came to drop their kids there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nothing will happen because these people, you see, the elites, they know each other there. This is how it is. This is how it plays.
Nepotism.
Yeah, in this country, country I stay Germany, things like this will not happen. You don't cover anything under the carpet. Not like that. They must find out what lead to that gets dead. They must find out. We have a problem. Nigeria have a problem. Problem of hiding things like this is too common in that country. They said the girl is, according to the spirit, said the girl was sick before. The mother said the girl is sick, cannot bring her, don't allow if she have a little headache or whatever, go out, go to school. But they said the woman, they said the girl was sick, and the girl was sick. Okay, fell. They took her to a kiosk or whatever. Not even a hospital. They took her to what they call it. Come on, man.
Thank you, my brother. Let me quickly hear from other people so that we can move on to the main topic today.
Okay.
Mr. Chibuzo Adi, thanks for joining us, sir. Good evening to you. Please, if you can quickly contribute to this in 3 minutes so that we can move on.
Thank you, Mr. Nigeria. Thank you, everybody listening, our viewers, commentators below. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
you, this is a very serious issue concerning Nigerian system. That's why we are in abroad, and most of us, when we are in abroad, the good thing is we understand the way system work. So, but when you come from Nigeria, and being a typical Nigerian man, you understand there is no system in Nigeria that can make these things work, because police in advanced country, you can be wherever you are, you call a police, the police will land to you and attend to you because there is a system. In Nigeria, the police they don't even know the address where you are calling from. They won't even understand what you're talking about. The process of you bringing police to the scene, whatever gonna happen will happen. So Nigerian system have already, make the life of the people miserable. So we don't have a system. It's a culture of Nigeria, not me. And because it's not me, it didn't happen to you. And that is why when you gave a report or somebody who feel like is supposed to be concerned, if oh, it's not me, that's why it is like that. Nobody will come for help.
Exactly.
And yeah, so we have a problem in those areas because those areas, that's why we have a nurse, doctors, and rescue workers. And they will be also doing their work and getting paid according to what they are doing because they won't go there and do it for nothing. When government does not pay them, those functions cannot work. All those areas that are supposed to be active in our human section is not working. As we are talking here, you don't even have a proper nationality as a Nigerian. Talk less of you reporting a case to a police that doesn't have money to fuel his car to come attend to you. You have to go there and they bring your own car and bring a police, for you to attend to a crime scene. What are you saying? That's a joke. So the system is not working. So, and this awareness, people will say, oh, because we are in the social media, we are seeing all these things. There is a lot that is happening behind your closed door in Nigeria. You don't even know. Because we capture those ones on camera.
All
A
right,
lot
sir.
of atrocities are going on in Nigeria, you know. So
Thank you.
anyway, thank you for that. I think we'll come back again.
Yes, oh, surely. Yes. Thank you, sir. All right. Son of my brother, thanks for joining us. I beg, quick talk on this in 3 minutes.
Yeah, Niger Watch, Mr. Elvis, I greet you and I greet the panelists, fellow Nigerians, and I greet you guys all. It's a very sad news. I saw this news yesterday and I listened through it this morning and just now.
Mm.
No parent should face having to go through this kind of situation,
Yes.
but I think on the part of the school, and not just the school, the system as a whole is, is rotting. Here in the United States, and that is what is expected. You should have medical team, you know, in school, especially where you're having a sporting event. Apart from that, students, as young as that girl, 12 years old, are being trained, including teachers, are being trained what they call BLS, basic life support. When a child collapses, there are steps on what to do. But it appears that we don't have such a system back home. I cannot speak to the cause of death for that child. However, kids, children, you know, though it is not very, common, but could have sudden cardiac arrest. And the circumstances surrounding what that child was doing before she collapsed, if the story we are hearing is actually true, we need to know. Was she engaging in strenuous activity? Was she playing? Was she running? Was she marching? What was she doing? These informations need to come into the limelight, and definitely a corona needs to be carried out to find out the exact cause of death. Because this
My brother, this
Chrisland,
happened. This happened less than 2 years ago here. They didn't do
yeah,
anything about
yeah,
it.
Chrisland School has been on the news for similar thing. So I don't really know because it was a marching event. Why was the girl at the backstage when other students are marching in the front stage? So what was happening? What happened? So there are a lot of questions that needs to be answered. There are a lot of revelations that need to come forth. On the part of the school, I see it as negligence. I see it as negligence to the highest order. And it's not only that school. I believe, so many, educational system and public spaces in Nigeria are also guilty of such because anyone, yeah. Let me rest it. Let me rest it at this point,
Thank
Mr.
you, my
Niger
brother.
Watch. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Let's quickly talk on this. Mr. Ezewango, thanks for joining us, sir. Good evening to you. Please, 3 minutes, quickly talk on this, sir.
Okay. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Yes, I watched this as well yesterday, and I almost cried seeing that woman crying. But the thing is this: it's the same thing we are come here every day to talk about the failed government. We are all in a civilized world. I'm a medical professional myself. Let me tell you, this the system of Nigeria is so bad. How can you have a school that doesn't have trained medical personnel? Here, every school have nurses, and the doctor, not only that they know the basic life support, like my colleague said, they have to have medicines there. And since everybody has to know how to do CPR, especially the nurses and some of the teachers too. So I know we are blaming the school, but the school doesn't have, do they have a system, things that you have to be in place in a school in order for that school to function? They don't, and nobody regulates this thing, you know? So how can you have kids for that matter? And nobody knows what to do in case of an emergency like that. The occurrence of the fact that we make a phone call, there's no ambulance. We don't have system. We don't have streets, like somebody said here. That's ridiculous. So for a school to operate like that, something like this could happen. What do? You know, like my colleague said here, yes, it's a negligence because nobody cares. There's no system that holds anybody accountable. No system at all. You know, so the thing is that we have to have a government that will establish the rules and make sure that those rules are followed. Otherwise, this kind of thing will keep happening every time. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I would like to quickly hear from Mr. Shuks Obibweze. Good evening to you, sir. 3 minutes, please talk on this pathetic story.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. Good evening, fellow panelists and those watching us, and of course, our most important players, the chat section. It's a sad one, you know. I think the previous speakers, they've done justice to this. It's a very, painful incident, you know. I don't want to say it's because of a particular school. No. Just like the last speaker said, it's all about nothing works in Nigeria. I mean, you cannot be blaming school for not keeping an ambulance. No, that is not their job. Okay? Their job is for the government to regulate and tell them what they must have if they're going to own a school, just like the last speaker said.
And enforce it.
Yes, it's the government's duty to enforce this.
Yes.
So if they fail to do that, I mean, these parents, the lawyers in Nigeria, please, I know you're watching, help these parents. Sue these people, not the school. Not the school. The state governments have to come into this. Because without we start, holding these people accountable, these things cannot stop. We keep crying that the school is open, the school is open. So how did the government have the same power to close the school? For even the government announcing the closure of that school, they have indicted themselves. That is exactly what it is, brother. They have indicted themselves. So let the lawyers help these people sue this government so that we make sure that this kind of incident stops. If you're holding the schools accountable, it can never stop. It's very painful. You're sending your child to the best school to get educated, the best educated.
They are paying heavily. The school fees is very expensive.
That is why it is.
All right.
Tell me, how can these parents bear this loss? I just pray for the repose of the child, and may God give the parents the heart to take this. It's a painful one, not just for them, for everybody.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. May the young girls rest in peace. It's very, very sad, painful, heartbreaking, because when I saw it yesterday, I was like, what is happening here again? Yes, I thought it's better we quickly talk about it, and move on. This is one of the things that we're talking about. This is the result of a faith system that I talk about all the time here. It's a faith system. Nothing is working. If you find that now the school have already paid $1 billion or $500 million naira into the state government account to make sure that the case not go anywhere, like the previous case that could not be investigated till tomorrow. In case you want to argue with me, what about the previous case? Did you hear anything that happened? Look at the woman that was pregnant, they killed in a Ajah Bridge. A police officer shot dead. The case they thought they do now, they left and right.
After Elvis, after they will be attacking a Western country. Western countries don't make us better.
Exactly.
We'll put every blame Western country. Look at we now. We cannot even coordinate ourselves.
This is the opportunity for us to vote the right person so that we can have a proper system. Some of them, they say no. You know, if we have to do full investigation, who knows? Surprise now, who, the victim or whoever that is in that school or whatever, they are supporting APC. Let's vote the right person in so that we can have a good system. Because the situation in Nigeria is affecting everybody directly or indirectly. It's affecting all of us. Let's move on, my people. Let's take a minute break so that we move on. Thank you very much. Please help us to share this broadcast and like the broadcast. God bless you all.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the body, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of the night, you are the pillar. Chickadee, you are the pillar. Daddy, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of Judah, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Hey, yeah. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar. You are the pillar that holds my life. I said, Jesus, unibu kalabati sinduwe. Nibu kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biemeni, nibu kalabao. Nibu kwa kalabano. Nibu kwa kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biomi ko nibu kwa kalaba. Chikanige.
Forgive me. Oh. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o. Ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábà mẹ́la. Anybody. Anybody. Any bobo. Anybody. Mo ló ń fọlú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń fọlú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o.